Yo, it's your boy Ronnie Ravioli, representing Kush Chemtrails and G.U.T.S. Thank you so much for my buddy Mike inviting me to Dro TV exclusive. And hit that like button, subscribe, and follow Dro TV. It'll be the best thing you ever did in life.
Welcome back to My First Time, the show where our guests get to tell their story of the first time they got high on marijuana. And today I'm joined by our guest, Ronnie Rav. What's happening, my friend?
Hey, what's going on, Mike? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. Thanks for coming on Droid TV today. You can find more of the homie Ronnie, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, G.U.T.S TV. We'll have all the links down below. I guess we'll start, Ronnie, with what you're smoking on.
Oh man, this beautiful flower that I'm smoking on will be the Durban Poison, aka DP
Okay,
number two.
number two. And what kind of wrap you got there?
Old school, I'm puffing on the old Swisher Sweet, doing like my brothers in the South.
There you
You know what I
go.
mean? Not into all the particulars. Just give me something to wrap it in and let's go.
That's it. Awesome. I love it. Ronnie, most of us can probably tell you're high from California right now. Why don't you tell everybody where you're located and a little bit about what you got going on with G.U.T.S TV?
Okay. Gus TV is a promotional tool for all entertainment. Uh, I do reels, I do content creation. Also, I promote. And every now and then I'll do like a FaceTime deal to kind of gather with my followers and things of that nature. But yeah, Gus TV, we're trying to do something big and give people something, man, a little outlet where they can kind of like lay their hair down and use the platform in order to get their name out, in various areas. And yeah, man, pretty much. And also, I do the Kush Chemtrails as well, the podcast with my fellas. You know what I mean? My boy Emmett Flores and my boy Buck Ballsy. And yeah, man, we're just trying to get this entertainment thing off the ground and make a living for our family.
No doubt. Yeah, I hear that. Shout outs to Emmett and Buck. You can go check out their episodes as well. I'll link down to their episodes. We'll call this the Chemtrails Trio here. Uh,
Hey,
So Ronnie, I know we're talking briefly. You mentioned you were from the Southside of Chicago. I want to get into
yeah,
your first time getting high story. Was it in Chicago?
it was definitely in Chicago. I
Okay.
was 13 years old.
Okay.
And some people might shine down on that, but being in a rough city like that, man, you need a break. So
Sure.
the weed was, I guess, mine at the time. But again, I was kind of square in that area. I had a cousin that he had the party house, man. My aunt, they had like the house that's kind of like Kane and Minister Society, where it was card playing, slow grooves going on, incense, a lot of drinking and shit, grown ups wilding and shit. And he was kind of a privileged kid, man. He's the only child, so he had like the race car bed, like Ricky Schroeder off fucking Silver Spoons and shit. You know what I mean? Had the dope shit. I had to share everything with my other three siblings, but this dude, he had it all, bro. So I'll go over there to escape. You know what I mean? And he looked up to me because I lived in a big city or what have you. Even though he was older, but I had a little bit of city experience. So I come down there, man, and he goes, "Hey, man, you ever smoked a joint?" I was like, "Man, what's a joint?" And they like, "Are you serious?" Because I grew up sheltered, man. My mom, she protected me from the rough streets, man. So like, I used to have to come in the house, man, 19 years old, man. When the street lights came on, a lot of people trip on that shit, but it kept me safe. You know what I'm saying? So I go out there, escape, and shit. He pull out a joint, go outside, we smoke. And again, he tells me like, "Hey man, you're not even smoking it right. You letting all the weed out." I'm like, "So what am I supposed to do?" He like, "Man, go ahead and smoke it, swallow it, and let it come out your nose real slow." So few times, man. I'm coughing up my lungs, bro. I don't want to hit this shit. No, hit it. So I smoke, man. You know, I'm not knowing if I'm taking it in or anything. So we get done with the joint, go inside this room or whatever. We start playing video games. And he said one thing to me, man. He goes, "You cool, cuz?" And right then, I swear to God, I looked at him, bro. He looked like a fucking gummy bear, bro. I swear, he looked like a fucking gummy bear, bro. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. Everything that came out of his mouth sounded like fucking chipmunks. So like instantly, bro, I just started laughing like crazy. Like, so 5 minutes go by, I'm still laughing. He goes, "Hey man, chill. Don't be too loud. My mom's gonna come in here. She doesn't know I smoke." I was like, "Yo, man, fuck, man, this shit is crazy." So now I'm on the ground running, rolling around like doing a curly shuffle or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And after 15 minutes go by, I'm still laughing, bro. Everything he said was so funny to the point where I start crying, bro. Like, so I'm laughing and crying at the same time because I can't stop. Come to find out later, it was some White Widow. So I'm like, damn, man, you know, later on I found out, like, damn, you don't need to smoke White Widow on your first time. That shit is insane. You know what I mean? So that was the problem. Like, it was really potent weed on my first time. So like,
Yeah,
he should have gave me some fucking Reggie or something. You know what I mean? But
sure.
no, bro, he gave me that bomb. So from that point on, I tell my mom every weekend, "Hey, can I go with my cousins? Can I go? What's over there so much? You want to keep coming over there all the time?" I'm like, "Well, he has video game. You got video games here. You don't need to go over there." Because my mom, she knew that was the party house. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying?
sure.
So pretty good experience, man. I went from joints to blunts. You know, Dr. Dre, the Chronic came out, so I felt like I was pro. Like, hey, you know, yeah, I smoked weed before, so I get to hanging out with the homies and shit. Now here you go with the blunts and the White Owls, the Optimals, and you know, I didn't know how to roll, man, so I used to have to get people to roll my weed and shit. But now that I know, I should just went on ahead and roll my own because they would cheat me out of weed, and
Sure.
they got me smoking little pinners and shit. I'm like, damn, didn't I have more weed than that? Like, no, that's the joint, you know. So yeah, it was a beautiful situation, man. And here I am now, 46 years old, weed connoisseur. Not really big on the names or anything like that. If you can give me something to give me a head change, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially now I'm living in LA. It's like fucking the Emerald City over here, man. It's Disneyland for the weed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was kind of meant for me to do this. Not saying like, hey, for all the little kids in the world grow up and be like me. Nah, don't be like me. You could be something like me, but not like me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Now look, Durban Poison. Shit.
Yeah, what's the weed game like out there? Is it like the Wild West? Everybody growing out back or what?
You got the black markets happening. You know what I mean? It's dispensary city. You know, dispensaries all over the place, bro. They're like liquor stores. You
Mm,
know, I remember there was a time, man, we used to go to jail, man, for a little sack in our pocket, man, or get locked up or a ticket or something. You know what I mean? Now it's like shit. They got commercials. You know, they got like, and there's weed promotions everywhere, bro.
mm,
You know, they got this one store looks like Starbucks, but it's a big ass weed leaf that's kind of looking like Starbucks. You could
okay.
drive through all kind of shit, bro. It's ridiculous. It's even sometimes, bro, when I go inside the dispensary, I'm still looking over my shoulder like, "This shit real? Like, am I gonna get pulled over when I leave this motherfucker?" You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's still kind of a nervous thing for me, man. I'm 46 years old, so it's still kind of hard to get used to. But oh man, it's the wild wild west, like you said. Out here it's wilding, bro. How's the laws right there? Are you guys approved to smoke it yet? Like, or what's happening?
It's just medicinal here. There's no rec yet. The governor and the
Okay.
legislature, they're not huge on they just I'm not a medical card holder, so I support the black market. But no, they just restricted like limitations for medical users down here. So I think it was like 2 ounces a month. Now it's like 1 ounce or an ounce and a half or something. So uh That
Wow.
wasn't great, but I think it's inevitable at this point. But
Yeah,
mm,
for sure. Damn.
Uncle Grandpa Joe, he can sign an executive order right now, make this all go
Come
away.
on, Grandpa Joe. Let's do it. Come on. Hey, let's go, Brandon. You know what I mean?
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
Shit. Damn, that's crazy though, bro. I can't believe that. You would think these days of time, if you're gonna let Colorado and us, even Chicago do that, you might as well let Florida and New York and everybody do that, bro. I mean, come on. Those are the places where where people should smoke weed at,
Yeah, for
you
real.
know? Got the roughest times. Shit, after a hurricane or something, I want to smoke weed.
Yeah.
But after a fucking earthquake, I want to smoke weed. Shit, that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? To kind of maintain the fucking madness. But
Mhm.
wow, that's crazy, bro. If anything I could do to get on that legislation so you guys can smoke, let me know.
Well, we went to a festival here about a month and a half ago. It was the largest Florida cannabis festival. They were selling mushrooms, slinging pounds of weed, uh, and it was like an open air market for whatever somebody had to sell. There were families there, dogs there, Trump supporters, Brandon supporters, and everybody just got along. Everyone was having a good time. Nobody, so uh, there's like little pockets. I'm in Orlando. It's like loosely decriminalized. I say that because I don't really know anybody that gets their balls busted, but I know the cops don't fuck around down here. So whatever that
So if I
means,
was to
loosely
travel,
decriminalized. But what's that?
if I traveled from California to there with my own, say, flower, I would be stopped at the airport or something like that.
I think at the airport. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I just left Chicago a couple weeks ago, man, and my buddy was like, "Yeah, you can take out up to an ounce on a plane, bro, as long as the state's green." And to me, bro, I was like, "Nah, fuck that." You know what I mean? I don't want to be hemmed up at an airport somewhere, looking crazy, putting on the
Yeah.
fucking TSA list and shit. So like, man, it was legit, bro. I brought some decent little weed out there, man. It was like I was still unbelievable about this whole shit. I'm like novice to this shit. So when I knew I could do that, it was like, oh, yeah, it's on. You know what I'm saying? Damn, man, Florida, you would want to go down there and smoke, bro, because it's beautiful down there. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
what I think, because I moved down here from Massachusetts almost 4 years ago. What I think,
Okay.
Massachusetts, it started out, they had 2 dispensaries, was just medical. Then it went from like 2 to 5, 5 to 7 or 10. It was these politicians, man. They're getting grease behind the scenes. They're trying to set up the laws so their friends can get the first license. And I think, especially down here with all the good old boys, I think that's probably what's going on. Is everyone's positioning themselves to put themselves in a place where when it becomes legal or when more laws open up, that they're right there in the front ready to go. That's what I think.
Damn, ain't that some shit, bro? The only thing that could allow people the freedom to be free, they fucking take it away, bro. You can have a gun, but you can't get high.
Oh yeah.
How is that? You know what I mean? I can't believe it, bro. Like some place, it's prehistoric to know that this stuff's still happening, like in these days of time. You know, you can have pills, you can have all this other shit, but they stay away from the weed, bro, for some reason. I just think it's an enlightenment, man. They know it's gonna allow us to start thinking. It's the opposite of what they say.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
to be honest, man, like some of my best rhymes, man, I wrote outside. Some of my best game that I spoke to a girl on outside. In my normal self, bro, I'm nervous, I'm this, I'm that, but when I'm high, bro, it's like I'm a superhero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
AKA, goddamn it, whatever, super Captain Cannabis. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like shit. You know? Damn, that's crazy.
Man, we're gonna have to get you an outfit for Super Captain Cannabis. I like that one.
Need that, bro. I need that. You got any ideas? I'm down.
I'm already, wheels are already turning. We
Definitely.
there's a guy we're good friends with down here. He goes by the Hemp Hero, the Stigma Buster, and
Oh,
he's got a big hemp, like I don't even know what you call it, because it's not a mask, it's not a helmet, it's like a piece of the costume, and then it's like a
shit.
jack. He's like all jacked, and he's the Hemp Hero, the Stigma Buster, and he's at like every event. He's the best. Shout out to Chef Wayne. He's the man.
Chef Wayne. Damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I'll have to tag you in one of the pictures so you can check him out, because he I mean, we're here in Orlando. He had somebody from like Universal design this whole costume. It's all like the head is like it's not prosthetic, but it's like the plastic they use for the masks and shit. It's dope.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy, bro. I would
But
like to see something.
you know, that's the East Coast. West Coast needs a super Captain Cannabis, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that, bro. You think, you can be like my I'll be the Captain Cannabis, man. You gotta be like fucking Batman's homie and shit. What's the dude name and shit? That the guy that
Yeah,
took
we
care
need
of that.
the Cannabis League, and
Do we need that?
yeah, the Hollow Weed.
The hollow weed. Oh shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. The hollow. Damn, that would be the fucking day that all the superheroes come out on. Halloween day.
Yeah.
That's
Man.
dope, bro. Hell yeah.
Have you been to
You got me
Florida before,
pondering now.
Ronnie?
I've never been to Florida, bro. I
Okay.
want to go so bad, bro. I want to go so bad. Just so I can see, like the ambience of everything, man. Like even the fucking iguanas, man, everywhere. Like I would love to see that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
people out here, man. They buying iguanas for pets. You guys got the motherfuckers like New York rats, goddamn. Them shits everywhere. You know what I mean?
They're
I'm like,
not
shit. They got
they're not I'm in Central Florida. They don't actually make it up this far.
okay.
They're mostly down like
Oh,
Miami and down there, but when it gets cold, they start falling out of trees and shit because they freeze up. So um there was
oh,
a
that's
story there was a story a couple of years ago. This dude rounded up a bunch of them because he thought they were like dead or something was wrong with them, but they were just cold. When they're cold, they just stay in place. And then all of a sudden he got in his car, turned the heat on, started driving, and they like started attacking him and shit because there was like a whole bunch of iguanas. Yeah. I mean, that's a Florida story, right? So
that's gangster. Well, the attack of the iguana is coming soon.
yeah. I mean,
Yo,
it's like the Wild West down here, basically, gators and we got it all down here. Except for snow, thankfully.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Yeah,
Shit that's going on right
cold as shit in Chicago.
cold, bro. That's why I had to leave. I ain't gonna lie, man. I broke for the West. I should have went East first, but you know what I mean. I broke to the West, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sunshine. What the three W's? Weed, women, and weed.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? So I had to do that there.
So I remember talking with Emmett about DJ Yella coming on the show. How was that? Were you spinning? You spin the ones and twos? Are you on there spinning?
No, I wish, man. That's my buddy DJ Decide, man.
Okay.
That dude's awesome, man. He's good at what he does, and hopefully, man, he can get on here too, man. He's an interesting cat, man, and
No
he
doubt.
did a few things, man, all around the world, bro. Like on those ones and twos, man. But I like his style. I like what he brings. Some of his music selections is remarkable, and it fits in perfect for what we're doing. So I'm like, it has to be something, man, that that gets you going, man. And you smoke weed, you see a different side of how he makes and blends and shit. That's like, oh yeah, he high. tell it's best shit ever. Yeah, DJ Decide, man. Awesome. Shout out to that dude, man. He's awesome. I love
Yeah,
that.
no doubt. Shout outs to him.
Nah, that ain't me, man. I wish it was though. I can't even DJ at all. I could put together a decent little playlist or what have you, but you know, I can't DJ. I wish I could.
Yeah, I was a DJ
Right.
for 20 years, and I could mix and blend, but I could never scratch
Yeah.
and do any of that shit. So, but
That's that New York shit too, man. When you scratching and spinning and all
yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
I've
it's an
never been
art.
to New York.
It's an art.
It's not. It's not. Sure.
So, Kush and
Hell yeah.
Chemtrails, what I love about the show is you guys are talking about things that are not mainstream, things that may get you banned on certain platforms. And I know a lot of esoteric kind of subjects come up on the show. What's like some of the things that you like to talk about and you like to get into?
I'm more into crime, murders, uh, kingpins, what happened to him, what is the story. I'll go from Fluky Stokes to Al Capone
Okay.
to Frank Matthews to whatever, the murder of Sharon Tate, or
Okay.
or you know what I'm saying, things that people can actually go and look up and see how some of the stories are kind of tricky on how things came about. So that alone excites me because it's a conspiracy in itself. You know what I'm saying? And when you poke around in those areas, man, you start to wake people up that only seen the actual subject at surface. We like to do deep dives and take them on a journey, man. But those are some of the things I'm familiar with. Growing up in Chicago, you hear the stories. You grew up seeing some of the stuff, witnessing things. You look at the news, man, some of the craziest stuff that happened. And, like when I was growing up in my town, you seen every documentary about school, things of that nature. They also tell you about the prohibition times and things of that nature. There's conspiracies behind it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And also, just various murders of stars and how did they die? Why they all die kind of the same? What's the significance in that? The dates, the time, uh, like how their hair was colored during the time. Were they going through some kind of ritual or what? These are the things I like because it happens so often in these stories where similarities is like, hey, man, that's something to look to. You know what I mean? So those are some of the key points and things, the subjects that I tap. Everybody have their strength on our show, and what I try to do is bring my little spice to the situation. That's why it's Ronnie Ravioli. I'm trying to bring the sauce, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they got the spaghetti and the meatball, so shit, pause, and I'm bringing the sauce, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's what I do as far as that. And also current events, man, like music, conspiracies with the rap stuff, how these different rappers are dying, people got various life insurances on these artists and things of that nature. It's kind of peculiar, but something to look into. So I try to tap into that. Not enough where Black Band to come show up on my motherfucking ass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
enough to make people kind of like, hey, go look over there. I'm not gonna say nothing, but look over there. You know what I mean? I'm that guy. I don't want to like stand on something where it's like, damn, dude, that dude went missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I try to keep it surface, man, just enough to wake a couple of eyes up so they could, lift up a couple of shells and shit, a couple of caps to see what's under there. Yeah, man, that's what I do, man.
No
Try to
doubt.
keep people warm.
It's hard to believe. Maybe it's not hard to believe after the last couple of years, but Jeffrey Epstein's like the perfect example of
Oh,
was
God.
was it a conspiracy? I mean, do you really think he killed himself? We know all the situations with the guards. We know the situations like what he was willing to, not willing, but possibly testify about, the information he knew on certain people. So it's not that far of a stretch to say that there could be. I just got One Nation Under Blackmail, Whitney Webb's book. And
Okay.
you know, that's like a whole history of I guess you'd call it sexual corruption, going back to like the 50s and the 40s with the mafia, how they would use these honeypots to, you know, bring in politicians and catch them in these situations where later on they could use that against them. And
Right.
so I think what's crazy is people, we know the stories from years ago and we go, oh, that's not happening anymore. It's probably happening way more because there's just, it's, how could it not be?
How can it not be? And you on track with that one, man. See, these are the conversations we have because we're all familiar with the stories, but everyone has their layer of onion that they take on. And it'll make you cry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll make you cry. The closer you get to the core, once you get to it, it's heartbreaking, man. How many, I've seen a video, a lot of known people is on that airplane going over to the Epstein. And you see these people today. They're still on movies. They're still doing stuff. And a man of that stature, is he really gone, man? That's the question. Billions of dollars, man. I could be another man tomorrow. You know what I mean? I could be another man tomorrow. Plastic surgery, whatever. You know what I mean? I could reconstruct myself if I got billions in my own island.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I think he's dead only because he served his purpose. And I mean, if Ghislaine's not dead yet, then she probably was more important than him. And they just took him out. They took him out. He served his purpose. He's caught. He's going to spill the beans. I know his brother said that his brother said that was him that was in the autopsy, if we choose to believe that. And I mean, we're in a time where we don't know what to believe, and that's the problem.
That's true. That's true. What do you think about Weinstein? It's always the Steens, man. What the Steens got going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? What they got going on. Honestly, I don't think he gonna do his full time. He too powerful, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Once you got buddies like Trump and the Clintons, and you know what I'm saying, you can go through your little rituals.
Well, hey, the movie industry is not doing too good either. They need him to come back and start putting out these movies again. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, in so many words.
Yeah,
because he's the brains behind the thing. No one has that touch. So it's like, damn, you are right, man. The movies is crappy, bro. Like I'm watching old movies these days. I just got watching all 3 Rush Hours the other day. And shit, he probably had something to do with the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Well, Ronnie, we got what's that?
Go ahead. If you look at the Rush Hours, man, it's some racist ass shit in a lot of them motherfucking shits that they were saying, bro. When you go back, I'm like, these guys will get canceled today, bro. This shit was out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My daughter's 7 years old. She heard some of that shit. She's like, oh my God, did he just say that? I was said that.
Well, Ronnie, we got like a minute left, Ronnie. Let everybody know where they can find more of you.
Okay, it's your boy Ronnie Ravioli, representing G.U.T.S TV, and it's an acronym for Getting Under Their Skin. And yeah, man, you can find me on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, and also Facebook. And it's a pleasure, man, being on G.U.T TV. I always wanted to be on here since I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying?
I love it. Hey, me too.
And here I am.
Well, you
Thanks to
heard
my
it here
buddy Mike,
first.
man.
A lifelong fan here. So appreciate you, Ronnie. If you like this episode, make sure you go down and smash the like button for Ronnie. Leave a comment with some of your favorite true crime murder mysteries. And make sure you subscribe to Dro TV on YouTube. That's all we got for today, everybody. Smoke them if you got them.